Hey, what's going on, man? My name is Randy.
And my name's Eddie.
And this is the Super Serial Show. Let's pop that top and get this shit started. All right, man. What's up, man?
I'm just kidding, Get back, getting ready to start this first show,
All right, man.
We got plenty of topics. We got plenty of shit to talk about, So, if you want to start it off.
You know what? Let's just kind of tell everybody the history of ourselves. I'm a 32-year-old Xbox gamer. I like to play video games. I'm a nerd at heart. I think rap music these days is bullshit. I do.
Who doesn't? Come on. Now the industry is totally played out. I mean, everybody's just in it to make their money.
It's corporate. It's like I think if a kid with Down syndromes that was black and looked cool could make a rap album with the right beat.
Hey, I mean, look at how far Justin Bieber's come.
You know what? You get me started on Justin Bieber, man. What a fucking douchebag! Like, this kid is like he's one of them rich white kids in your neighborhood that always has everything and flaunts it, and you just want to punch him in his fucking face, but his dad's got a lawyer team out the ass waiting to fucking sue your broke ass. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I want to say that just any childhood star, anybody who's put under that spotlight at that age, but not all of them have been. I mean, there's definitely a few that have gone beyond, and our belief, like Lindsay Lohan. Come on now, look at where she started. Look at where she's at now.
Well, yeah. I mean,
there's the Olsen twins. I mean, they started out their childhood stars, but you don't hear nothing bad about them.
Steve Urkel has more swagger than Justin Bieber.
hey, if you want to know who that voice was, that was our producer. That's our producer John. He's just kind of supervising everything, popping tops on some beers and shit, listening in. But you know what? We can talk about some childhood stars. There's a lot of childhood stars that turned out pretty good. Olsen twins, I'm pretty sure was molested by Danny Tanner, and they just kind of put that shit under the carpet. Amanda Bynes. I always thought that bitch was awesome. Bitch had a bad body, nice titties, and then it turned out she was fucking batshit crazy.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus started out was like I wouldn't fuck Miley Cyrus because she still had the child teeth on Hannah Montana, and then she started twerking on national TV, and I was like, I would fuck that.
Yeah.
I just it has to do with that crazy mentality. Like that fucking, I don't give a fuck about what you think. I'm rich enough to do whatever I want to. Like, that's just that whole shit. And who would ever thought the fucking achy breaky heart skeeted her out of his dick, and made that bitch. That's what you gotta think about, right?
Real shit right there, real shit. But no, we were doing intros, so I didn't get to introduce myself. I'm Eddie, aka the African. I'm half black, half white. Originally from Wisconsin. I'm 21.
Jafakin.
I just turned 21 last Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been drinking since I was 14, but legally, hey, it's only been like a week.
Well, shit, man. You know what? It's like, believe it or not, like I'm 32 and he just turned 21, so like the age gap's real different between us, man. And I'll tell you what, man, this is my nigga right here, and I ain't even black. I can say it because I know he ain't gonna beat me up about it. So I'm comfortable around him. But yeah, man, this motherfucker, dog. We kick it. We kick it. We don't do crazy shit and get loud. We just drink and have a good time and shit, man. That's kind of what we do.
Got something to say, Johnny?
Oh, I was just listening to the age gap thing. Speaking of the age gaps, I guess I've got both of y'all beat. I'm turning 41 here very, very soon. And,
but yeah,
we all still just be having a cold and talking about some bullshit.
So as the older part of the crowd there, as John the producer, man, that's your name, John the producer. Yeah, we got your name now.
So that's what I do. I produce.
Yeah. So
lay it down, girl. I'll produce it up.
So you know what? It's like what do you think about the age difference between all of us, but the way we all interact and get along? I think it just has to do with like fucking grown man shit. Like,
what I think is being a grown ass man. It surpasses age and time and race. It's just being a grown ass man. You can be. I've seen kids 11 years old make a grown ass decision, and men 80 years old not be able to wipe their own ass. So age is irrelevant. If you're a man, you're a man. And this motherfucker here is a man. This motherfucker here is a man. And this motherfucker right here.
He just pointed at Eddie, and he pointed at me, and then he did a self point at himself on that one. If you didn't know, but yeah, hey, you know what? It's crazy though that I got friends. Like I've always connected with people that's always been older and younger than me, and some of the younger people has actually been like, I connect with you for a reason that you're not about bullshit. Like John the producer, man, brought something to my attention one day about the wolf analogy.
The alpha male.
Yeah.
beta
Bring that wolf analogy. You just in a quick reference.
Yeah, the human race. We react to each other whether we know it or not, just like a wolf pack. Well, you have your alphas and you have your betas. You have you almost like ants too. Your worker ants and your warriors. Well, myself, I'm straight up alpha. And that's why I tend to take control of the situation.
No, this motherfucker ain't afraid to say it. He just said, I'm an alpha.
People, they come to me when they need them back. They come to me sometimes when they need decisions or they need help. In fact, that's just what I'm known for is being help, being a safe place, being the guy that does, the doer. I'm a doer.
And he's gonna do it.
Yeah, but
if anybody gets some pussy, it's my nigga John, the producer.
Well, here's my thing. Is like I just remember you had brought something to my attention, and then Eddie had came on his birthday, I think, and brought to my attention that you said that the young wolves or whatever are always going to be barking and trying to see who's the toughest.
Yo, yeah.
And then
they're just trying to impress us grays.
Yeah, and then you came over on your birthday and was just like, "There's too much shit going on over there." They barking at each other, and like it just didn't feel right. I mean, you was at a house. Explain it. Explain. Where was you at?
Pardon me.
You got to
keep in mind it's about 21st. I try not to remember too much. So
I feel you. Let me refresh your memory, man. You was just right across the way with some homies that live pretty close around here, and you came over and you was like, "Oh shit, these niggas is like fucking straight wilding at each other."
Yeah. My boys from downstairs in the other apartment, they were just getting too rambunctious, too loud for me, and I can only take so much immaturity, so much obnoxiousness, unto where I may only be 21, but I mean that doesn't mean I don't know when people are being immature and obnoxious,
But you know what? Your Facebook post was fucking awesome because you were like, the night didn't turn out how I thought it would be, but like, what was it like?
Kicked it with some
real ass people, and you tagged me and John the producer in that shit, and I thought we had a fucking great time that night.
Exactly.
Just chilling.
Hey, we had a good time. We didn't do shit. We sat down and we drank some beers and some vodka and. Just had a relaxing,
played some video games,
time, man.
You know what? Talk about some video games, man. I'm gonna put this out on the internet right now. I'm probably like the greatest Call of Duty player you ever gonna fucking see. I'm just saying. I just want to put that out.
Let him toot his own horn right there, right quick.
Like it's no joke when I play, but yeah, it's all good. Like But anyways, let's get into some bullet points, man. Let's talk about some news. What do you think, Eddie?
What do we want to hit first, man?
Let's talk about that motherfucker who the Wu-Tang affiliated rapper, man. That motherfucker. Let me bring up his name right here, man. Let me read you the article. A rapper with the Wu-Tang reportedly severed his own penis before jumping off a second-story balcony.
Are you kidding me?
In an attempted suicide. Andre Johnson, who's also known as Christ Bearer, was found in critical condition outside a North Hollywood, California apartment just before 1 a.m. Wednesday.
All right. I got a question right quick. If you're going to kill yourself, what the fuck's the point of cutting off your own dick?
Well, let me ask you a question besides that. I think it's a better question is if you're going to cut your own dick off and jump off a building, jump higher than the second story, motherfucker. Dog, that's what I want to know. I mean, come on, really? Like, what? Are you jumping off the roof of your mom and dad's 2-story house? Really?
I mean, it sounds like a plea for attention. One, you cut off your penis, and 2, you only jump from a story that's 2 buildings tall. Like,
here's my thing.
Here's my thing. You're gonna die. Even if you land on your head, you're just gonna wake up with one hell of a headache and your dick gone.
Okay, let me tell you this story though. Let me tell you the conclusion of this whole story. The doctors were unable to reattach his penis. He'll be dead in a week.
What did he cut it off?
He'll kill himself in a week. I mean, if I was going through life without a penis, I mean, if I couldn't beat my own dick like an Iraqi prisoner, fuck it, I'm dying. Fuck that. I want to go see God. Send me to Jesus. Take the wheel in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. What the fuck? Let me ask you a question, dog. If you were really depressed, and this is a hypothetical, okay? If you were really depressed,
I'm listening.
Would the first thing in your mind be like, cut my dick off? Like,
fuck no. Fuck no.
I mean, here's the thing.
Even if I found out I had AIDS and I was like, all I want to do is die, I still wouldn't cut off my dick before I died, I'd keep the shit.
Well, here's my thing. even if I was, people are depressed, okay? And this is what I'm coming from this. They say, actually, some members of the Wu-Tang Clan, they were all there at this guy's house, and they said that they weren't on any drugs. This motherfucker just straight up stood up in the middle of all his friends, cut his dick off, and just jumped off a second-story building.
Does it say what he cut his dick off with? Like, did he use some hedge trimmers? Did he use like a razor?
You know what? Let me read further. It says, police confirmed to the Daily News that the victim was found with self-inflicted injuries. They initially confirmed that his testicles are being. They initially confirmed they were to his testicles and penis before retracting that confirmation.
So you cut off your whole shit?
You cut off.
How?
You just. Oh my god.
You weren't on any drugs on any level.
No.
You just chopped off all your shit.
Let me ask you a question, dog. There was a nigga in Miami, and you know what? For all the people that are black out there, motherfucker, there's a black guy president. I can say it. There's a nigga in Miami that ate a dude's fucking face off bath salts. His dick was still attached. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? You know what I'm saying? Really? Let me think about it. I want to know what man has ever been that fucking depressed and was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut my fucking shit and balls off. Fuck that. And then jump off a 2-story house and like, oh yeah, this is gonna kill me. You know what? Fucking rappers be stupid, dog.
And they say they weren't on any drugs, but who in their right mind would do that? Who?
Let me ask you a question.
Who?
Let me ask you a question. What house of black dudes and the fucking cops come up and then like it's like, oh hey, this dude cut his dick off and jumped off a fucking 2-story house, basically. What are they gonna say? Oh, we wasn't doing any drugs, sir. No drug. Nah, that mother.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Rick James and that shit, man. What the fuck, man?
Yo, couch, nigga. I'm cutting my penis off and jumping off the roof.
Fucking Wu-Tang's out there fucking wilding, cutting dicks off and shit. Fucking, it must be hard.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. We'll cut all dicks off and jump off a roof.
No shit.
God damn.
A roof ain't big enough to kill you, you dumb fuck. All right, man. You know what? That was one of the first ones. Let's talk about this fucking MH370. What do you think about this shit, man? Let me ask you a question. Like this fucking. What is your position on this fucking flight that did an Amelia Earhart and just disappeared?
I just don't believe it. There's no way we're flying. No. I mean, there's so many.
Hey, John.
Many questions.
Hey, guys.
So
John the producer.
disparities.
Yeah, John the producer's in the house, dog. He can chime in any day. He's the producer.
Let me tell you something. In the day of this modern technology that we live in right now, where every surface of this motherfucking planet has been scoped by damn satellites.
That was just me doing coke off the table.
There is no possible motherfucking way you just lose some shit as big as a goddamn airliner
with 300 people on it.
With 300 people out in the middle of nowhere. If they can locate a person by their cell phone anywhere on the planet, out in the middle of the desert with nothing at all, then you ain't losing. You ain't losing a damn. You ain't losing a damn airplane. You ain't losing. They know where it's at. They know what happened to it. Just ain't nobody saying something for some reason.
You know what? I feel that, dog. I feel that. Here's my thing. I have my own conspiracy theory about this shit, guys. I don't know if you remember back in like '94 or maybe '84. I don't know. When these airlines fly over international waters or hostile areas, they shoot this shit down.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give a fuck. What if Malaysian Airlines, and I think this whole being in the fucking ocean shit is a cover. That's what I think.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. You tell me 2 weeks, it's gonna take us 2 weeks to get a ship in that area to search that. No. We have a fucking ship in every fucking ocean in this goddamn on this goddamn planet. Everyone.
Australians are allies.
It'll take us 20 minutes to get anywhere in this nation. You know?
Well, here, let me ask you a question.
You can't just disappear. You can't.
Here's my cover-up story. And I'm just going to lay this out for y'all guys real quick. They say they lost electrical power, whatever, and they were flying blind for a while, right? So they turned around and then was trying to find their way back, and they ended up flying and getting lost because, it's black. I mean,
they flew out over somebody.